Wait, no, yep, hope, yep. Just like that. Thanks, Mob. I have a few limiting beliefs regarding how much work I can do. I haven't ever really finished things very quickly in the past, so I have a hard time believing I can work hard. And so I heard that one way to break through limiting beliefs is to do a short burst of something in a window of time you haven't done it before. And so I'm going to attempt to complete a paper model in just one day, and the character I've chosen to make is Mob from Mob Psycho 100. But why choose to make Shigeo Kageyama, aka Mob, from Mob Psycho 100? Well, I like special powers, I like pretty colours, and I like stylized designs, even when they're simple. Actually, I just chose this design because I think it would be simple enough to make within one day. That's it. Alright, it's morning now, so let's begin making this little guy in 24 hours. So it's been 24 hours and this doesn't look like a complete model. Trying again. This time with a slight head start. See, this is the problem. I have this perfectly adequate face right here with the right proportions and shape from all dimensions, and I wanted to complicate it and make a face with more depth around the brow and the nose, all because I like the way his nose curves in this picture here. Despite me only having a 1-day limit and this purposefully being a basic character where a minimalist design is the point, I'm still just wanting to add more detail. This is a real issue, and I totally lost a whole nother day of working this way. Not even kidding, the whole 24 hours is gone. But it was afternoon in the second day when I had started, and then I had to make dinner and then clean up, and then I had soccer training, and after soccer training I was tired, so I prioritized. Nobody wants to hear your excuses. Oh. Toughen up. Okay, one more try. This is what I'm starting with, and I'm gonna take another 24 hours to finish and turn this into a complete model. No matter what, at the end of this 24 hours here, I will no longer be working on this model, so hopefully it is done. Okay. Time to begin day 3 of making a paper model in one day. Now I just want to talk for a moment about this character, why I like him, why his story, the story of Mob Psycho 100, resonates strongly with me. The ideas this little model will represent. So Mob is a really powerful psychic, like he can basically do anything, and we haven't seen a limit to this power. And by having its main character already be the strongest, Mob Psycho 100 explores what makes for a meaningful life if the thing you are best at doesn't give you what you value. Enter Shigeo Kageyama, who doesn't believe he's better than anyone despite being born with special powers, because he knows that having such ability doesn't automatically help him get the girl he likes. Pick up social cues, be aware of his surroundings. It doesn't give him any more self-awareness. It doesn't help him express emotion and connect with others. Mob intuitively knows that having extraordinary power or aptitude doesn't help his relationships, that there's no shortcut for connection and self-worth. The show has many characters look at Mob as this kind of genius that would have it easy because of his abilities. They wonder why he doesn't just use his psychic powers to get ahead at every opportunity, believing that if they themselves had the power, that's what they would do and it would automatically give them everything they want. But Mob knows this isn't true. He knows that meaning and fulfillment in life doesn't come from results. Doesn't come from just achieving the goal and impressing other people. When you only think of getting a result, you start to look for shortcuts to get there. And when you take shortcuts, you don't get better. And when you don't see progress, things lose their meaning. For meaning is not inherent to a result or a goal, but instead comes from what achieving that result or goal actually means to you. How you had to change and adapt to get it. How you could change and adapt to get it. It's the path to the goal that mattered. It's what you overcame that was important. It's what you did to get there. It's how you construct meaning from experience that makes it meaningful. It's what it means when you look at the result. When you look at a trophy in the cabinet or a number in a bank account and think back to what you did to get it, who you were and who you became to do it. And that's not something just anyone can get from looking at the result. Only you can, because it was you who had the experience that resulted in the thing. The object is just an external representation of the experience. Because things like confidence, courage, satisfaction, belief, these are difficult to define. They can't be measured, which is why we have the achievements, trophies, and accolades in the first place. They represent the feelings that can't be measured by themselves. Feelings that come from the process, the experience, the path to the goal. So you remove the path, you remove the process, you remove the experience, and you also remove the meaning. And this is what Mob understands, and this is what his character journey is about. And this also reflects something I believe to be true about the world. I think we get caught in the trap of looking at things other people have. We see them happy, we see them seemingly fulfilled with their lives, and we think, if I just had what they had, then I'd be good. And my life would be meaningful and happy and joyous as well. And it's not true. And I think it's because the media puts these masters and geniuses on a pedestal for us to admire, to aspire to. And with time, we begin to think that if we just had what they had, we could do what they do and would be happy like they're happy and would have the respect that they have, that our life would be meaningful like theirs appears to be, because they look happy and without a worry. Life seems easy for them. That's what the media shows, at least. However, the media doesn't pay attention to these marvels when they're no good. The years they had to spend suffering and losing weren't shown. Their failures aren't talked about or documented. Everybody's quick to share and brag about their wins, but not enough people are talking about their failures. So here I am, showing you mine. Obviously, I didn't finish my model in a single day, not even close. And that's alright. I wouldn't trade the experience I gained from it for anything. By sharing my failures as well as my successes, I hope to paint a more balanced picture of my career. I just seem to notice a lot of people all over the place wishing they were somewhere else other than exactly where they are, thinking that it's better because all they've seen are the good parts. I think if everybody had a full picture of each other's lives, they'd realize that even the highest achievers in the world paid a big price to get where they are, and that price, the sacrifices they made, isn't something many people would probably want to make. And also that the achievements they do have probably wouldn't mean anywhere near as much if they didn't have to make the sacrifices and go through the journey and have the experiences they did, the good and the bad, to get the result. That's why it's meaningful. And he is done. Man, I really like how this has turned out. I'm surprised. It's so clean. Just with my new method that I incorporated starting with Venom of taping from the inside so I can remove all the tape on the outside. It's so clean and it feels so accurate to the anime, and it's a 3D representation of the 2D animation, and that's exactly what these models are going for, and I think that's exactly what I've achieved here, and I love it. I love it so much. Oh, and I'm so happy that it's simple. It's exactly what I was aiming for, and I can't communicate this, but I had a vision in my mind of what he should look like, which already changed from this picture, as you'll notice, and that vision is now reality, which is cool. I've said a lot of stuff here, much of which might not be relevant to this video or the story I'm discussing, but that's the point. These are the ideas I think about when I watch Mob Psycho 100, when I just see the character. And now this model that I've made represents those ideas too. To wrap it up, I think that meaning isn't inherent to an object or a thing, but something we bestow upon that thing when we interact with it. What a thing means to us and what we can do with it. And that's what I think Mob Psycho 100 is about, by presenting its main character with this unfathomable power that he could essentially shortcut his way to any result, and yet he is not happy and he doesn't find meaning in his life and he struggles to express himself. I think by having him be the best, the story is telling us that that's not the important thing, that's not what life is about, and that having the results of power or skill or aptitude or mastery of your craft is not where the fulfillment comes from. And that's why this simple little character here that I've made is also very special. Also, did anyone notice that Thanos has some front delts now? And Venom has feet? I tried to throw some Easter eggs like this in the background of my videos to give you some hints as to what I've been working on. And oh, an actual Easter egg. Oh. That's it for this one. I hope you found some meaning from the experience of viewing my video, and that was a mouthful of words I'm gonna have to spit out after this has stopped recording. Maybe some of the meaning you found is you should smash subscribe and smash like to tell me how you feel about the video. Or you could just click those things and you don't really have to smash anything. Seriously though, thank you for watching. I always appreciate your time because you can't get that back, and I guess I'll see you next time, or, well, you'll see me next time. I'll just be looking at the lens. Bye. Oh, and a final thing. Try to guess which character this blue T-joint belongs to. The hints are everywhere in the video. Okay, bye.